Welcome to my $100,000 stock journey. I'm reviewing my purchase of Atlassian, symbol TEAM, TEAM, purchased December 31st, 2018. This is a video journal of what I'm buying and at what price. This is not investment advice, and I'm not encouraging you to invest. This is just my stock journey. I'm spending some time developing some buy rules, and this is my first pass, so this will change over time. I want to develop and maintain a watch list. I want to buy only when I have time to document my purchase and set my stop loss. I'm going to buy at proper buy points. I'll be taking a step back from buying if I've taken a loss on my last 3 sells. And I'm going to develop my rules for buying and evaluating stocks. Right now, I'm looking at the IBD ratings. I'm going to measure this stock using Mark Mineveri's trend template criteria, and then also what I call Robin's Stock Doctor rating. The best money I ever spent was purchasing the IBD newspaper and subscribing to investors.com. You can get a ton of information and it doesn't cost too much. So in the eIBD weekly paper, it has something called the IBD 50, and it's a list of 50 most top-rated stocks by the IBD, and TEAM is number 2, and you can get a ton of information just on these little charts that it includes. It has the ratings and it has the buy point, so you'll know exactly where IBD thinks you should be buying. And then the Stock Doctor also gives ratings that help you decide if a stock is worthy of being in your portfolio. When you first pull up the Stock Doctor, it gives you the composite rating of the stock, which is proprietary IBD rating of all the different characteristics of that stock. And then it also ranks them within the sector and industry that that stock is in. So TEAM is number 4 in the computer software enterprise group. As you scroll down, you'll see a rating for the fundamentals and the technical scores for the stock. And it also gives the stoplight type signals that Robin, my trading partner, told me about these Stock Doctor grades. I don't know if she got it from someone else, but she's the one who told me about it. So a red dot is 1 point against you, a yellow dot is half a point against you or against the stock. And 1 through 4 is an A. If it was a 4, it's an A minus. If it has 5 to 6 points, it's a B. If it has 7 to 8 points, it's a C. And Robin would say, if it's over 8, don't even think about it. TEAM has 2.5 against it, and that would rate this stock, according to Robin, as an A. I purchased this stock, TEAM, December 31st, 2018 for $89.71. The dash green line is showing you my purchase price up by that number 1. I started to put a little box around it, but doesn't show well yet. And then number 2 is showing you the volume, and you can see that counting today, 6 of the last 8 days were up days. They closed in the green. I evaluated this stock against the Mark Mineveri trade template, which I read about in his book Think and Trade Like a Champion. So I'm going to explain how I did it. So number 1 is showing you the 200-day and the 150-day moving average, and you want the 150 moving average to be above the 200. So number 1 is showing you what those points are. The orange diagonal line is the 150-day moving average, and the white diagonal line is the 200-day moving average, and that green line is showing you that the 200-day is in an uptrend. Number 2 is showing you the 50-day moving average, and you can see the stock price is above the 50-day moving average, which is important, and it wants the stock to be coming out of a proper base, which I have in blue there. The template also wants the price to be 25% above the 52-week low, which the stock is, and I just got that price from You can get on any chart, but I was just showing that this is from my phone. So you can basically check stock information from almost anywhere. And then the price also needs to be within 25% of the 52-week high. So that comes out to 73.66, and the stock in this picture is at 88.97. So that meets that criteria as well. I also wanted to know where I want the stock to go. So if this stock trades like it has in the past, number one, I put a line that shows the upward trend of this stock, and the acceleration would be the angle there. So I just copied that line over to number two and put it on top of a couple of closing day prices. And if all goes well, I would like the stock in a few weeks to be along that blue diagonal line over by number two. Alternately, I drew a second diagonal line, a green dashed one. So I just copied that over at number one, or sorry, drew it over at number one and copied it over to number two. So that would be another trend line that I would like to see. I also have my stop at 8%, that yellow line, and I have a stop limit order there. So if this stock falls apart and drops below that point, then my stock will automatically sell. Do you like this buy? Give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, or leave a comment so others can learn. Thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for my next episode, or better yet, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell if you want alerts when I post a new episode.